challenger. There are no pinfalls, there are no submissions, there are no countouts, no disqualifications. There's no champion's advantage. You win this match when your opponent cannot get up before a count of 10 for the first time ever on WWE. Last woman standing, Lynch, Charlotte, live.
The roof is about to be blown off the arena.
Ah, drop kick to the spine.
Now we have Becky Lynch on the attack.
Becky's on fire.
Going to have a hard time stopping Becky when she's doing this.
Got the arm. Ooh, Becky just aggressively going after that arm.
She goes for it again. I know Charlotte Flair is so decorated amongst the women here, but I don't think there's any way that Becky Lynch is leaving without that championship tonight.
Backbreaker. Ouch.
I know Charlotte Flair is so decorated amongst the women here, but I don't think there's any way that Becky Lynch is leaving without that championship tonight.
I'm not sure Charlotte should be showing up for competition like this.
Becky Lynch just too fast for her. Back now inside the ring. Well, Becky has really developed this almost cult following by some members of the WWE Universe who believe what she's saying, believe she's been through this terrible struggle, that Becky Lynch deserves an opportunity. Becky isn't from a family that's considered royalty in sports entertainment like the Flairs, that Becky's worked hard to get to where she is today. Becky's told us that story, and of course the audience has bought into it.
You can feel that support all over the arena tonight.
Oh, and what an uppercut by Becky. Taking it to Charlotte here.
Well, Charlotte trying to counter with the backslide.
Just so much disdain between these two women.
Can't think of a better way to settle a rivalry so heated than last woman standing.
Shoulder right in the midsection. Charlotte now out on the apron trying to figure out what she's going to do now. What is Charlotte going to do? High risk, heading up to the top rope.
Charlotte off the top.
Becky, Charlotte for the ride.
These women are not leaving this building the same way that they were when they walked in.
That's what happens in these last person standing matches. You talk to anybody that's ever been in one, their career is never the same. They're altered in this type of match, not only physically, but mentally, and what you have to do and what you have to force your body to go through.
And then to be in a match like this where you have to punish someone who was so close to you and a former best friend, that's life-changing.
Forearm to the face.
Oh, nothing fancy about that.
Elbow drop.
Becky's in such control right now. It's a really bad situation for Charlotte Flair.
That makes you nervous for what Becky is capable of.
Slingshot. For a moment, I'd like to take us back to July 13, 2015. It was the night that Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks, and Charlotte Flair debuted on Monday Night Raw. And that was the night, really, that everything changed.
These women have been changing the game in every capacity since they joined WWE. And Becky Lynch, when she got signed to WWE, she wanted to make women's wrestling.
And Becky gonna send Charlotte outside the ring, and it gets dangerous out there. Gotta get up before the count of 10 or it's over.
And that completely changes your mindset if you're Becky or Charlotte, because now it's all about inflicting as much punishment as possible onto your opponent.
Becky's headed out to meet Charlotte to do just that.
Well, the official counting as Charlotte pulls herself back to her feet before the count of 10.
Oh, no! Wow!
Becky with a kendo stick to the back of the queen.
Perfectly legal. Last woman standing. There are no disqualifications. And Becky taking out Charlotte.
Becky Lynch is striking at will on the queen.
You entice Becky Lynch, talk that much trash towards her. You better believe she's going to make you pay.
I can't believe the queen is able to even stand at this point. Charlotte again.
Becky's bringing the pain.
Charlotte is down, and just unload. Charlotte blocked momentarily, but, I mean, Becky has just been dominating at this juncture. Dominating.
Now, both these women know each other so well. You can bet that someone's got to dig deep and pull something out.
That's right, Renee. At one point, let's not forget, they were best friends.
Rode together, stayed in hotels together. They've been through all this entire journey up until this point.
Becky on the outside. Looks like she's hunting for another tool of destruction.
Charlotte Flair looks like she's hunting for somewhere to hide.
Now she's shot. No! She's hunting for another chair.
I like where this is headed. Last one of our ending match.
Tossing chairs into the ring.
Pull out the big guns.
Becky and Charlotte are upping the ante. Another steel chair.
Oh, man. These women are not leaving this match the way that they walked in here.
It's like Becky and Charlotte are challenging each other. How many chairs can you throw into the ring?
I don't know how many are left under that ring, but this is not looking good for either of them.
Chairs blanketing the ring here in this last woman standing match at Evolution.
And remember, the official can't stop this. The official's only job is to count to 10. I mean, the ring is literally filling up with steel chairs.
But what good's this gonna do when you have to put your opponent down? That's not the point of the match, to fill the ring with chairs. It's to keep your opponent down for the count of 10.
It just goes to show you the foundation of this rivalry.
It's a lack of understanding. Someone needs to tattoo somebody with a chair right now.
Right now, it's all about just one-upping the other, even if it's just tossing steel chairs to do so.
If anyone's ever questioned the toughness of the women in WWE here at Evolution, it's on display.
Here comes Becky. Here comes Becky up the steel steps.
And she's back in the ring now. To the outside. Whack.
Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat.
And again!
Becky Lynch showing no sympathy.
The momentum is clearly turned to her favor.
Oh, flying over the barricade.
That is gonna hurt.
Look out, this is spilling into the crowd.
Get out of the way.
Looking defenseless right now.
She's got to get back in the ring, Michael.
Oh, European uppercut.
Becky is showing her stuff right now, big time.
The ring is littered with chairs, and Lynch just launches the queen into them.
This is a true battle of attrition between two of the top superstars in our women's division.
Yeah, Becky Lynch stacking up more chairs, wants to put Charlotte away for good here. Becky Lynch could be closing in on the biggest win of her career.
Right now, Becky's just letting her imagination run wild. Oh, steel chair stacked up, oh no.
Looking for the Bexploder. Charlotte able to block. Dangerous situation.
Any woman knows that as soon as she lands in top of those steel chairs, that could be game over.
God, suplex right out of the stand.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine the pain that Becky Lynch is in right now?
We will go on.
2, 3. Nice job by Charlotte there.
Look at the queen go.
Becky Lynch setting up for the...
It's been an hellacious encounter thus far.
The tides have swung in.
Becky in full control here.
Manhandle slam. Now that is why they're the champ.
Charlotte's just getting overwhelmed.
That's not something you see often for the Queen.
Well measured.
Driving Charlotte face first off the table.
This is bad for Charlotte. Charlotte lifelessly draped across that table. Becky Lynch can barely even stand.
This is a catastrophic situation for Charlotte Flair.
Becky gingerly climbing to the top, and Charlotte is right there to catch her.
No fear in these women, just pure adrenaline pumping through their bodies.
Can you imagine what these women must be going through?
I can't imagine Becky and Charlotte are even going to be able to walk tomorrow.
The fact these two women used to be best friends and just destroying each other here tonight.
Charlotte unloading on Becky with forearm after forearm. Becky's on the table. This
could
can
be it.
close everything out. Top rope. Salt. Bounce right off the table. And onto the chairs.
Becky is hurt. Charlotte is hurt. Both their bodies have to be ravaged with pain. Charlotte's setting up that table again.
Why not? Gotta do everything you can. Everything you can to knock your opponent down.
At this conjecture of the matchup, that's hard to do. These women have got to be exhausted, just beaten, and just running on pure adrenaline.
Charlotte Flair trying to find the will to finish the job, to put her foe away once and for all, to vanquish Becky Lynch. Back to obscurity, the Queen headed up top.
What is Charlotte gonna do? Charlotte for the top!
Becky through the table.
Good Lord, have mercy on my soul! You can see where this rivalry has taken us, guys. Charlotte throwing caution to the wind. Weapons and bodies have been decimated everywhere.
If anyone ever challenges Charlotte Flair for not being a hard worker, being handed anything she's earned, you're barking up the wrong tree.
Charlotte wasn't handed anything. Charlotte's here today because of what she's accomplished. And it looks like this one's going out to the floor.
And look, now we have a ladder in the mix. Ladder matches have ruined the careers of so many superstars.
And remember all the carnage we've already had up to this point.
There's been nowhere to move. Any direction Becky or Charlotte goes puts them in harm's way.
What more can these women be thinking?
That's the unpredictability of being in matches like these. You just never know. Becky Lynch is just brutal right now. We're going to have a hard time stopping Becky when she's doing this.
Using the ladder as a weapon. Ouch.
Lynch has the Queen hooked once again. Charlotte counters and a chop block. Down goes Lynch.
Becky's not going to be able to walk after this.
And that's the point. Last woman standing. Becky won't be able to get back to her feet. Charlotte will be in complete control here.
Dragging Becky back into the middle of the ring on top of that ladder.
No, not the ladder. Charlotte is trapping the leg. Oh, Becky Lynch in the ladder.
Charlotte can be doing irreparable damage to the legs of Becky Lynch right now. And it's about to get even worse.
God.
Figure 4 through the ladder.
Oh, my God.
How can Becky withstand this?
Charlotte shows
Oh, Becky.
no mercy.
Oh, chair. Becky might have just saved her career.
I don't know how Becky's gonna get up on her feet after that. That was insane. Could you imagine the damage done to her knee?
Remember, it's last woman standing, where you can battle anywhere, and making it back up for a 10 count can take place anywhere in this arena.
Now, basically, Cole, nothing and no one could contain these two women at this point.
So many X factors, so many dangerous things in the environment that we have.
There she goes. Back in from the floor. Toss to the outside.
These women have gone to places we have never seen before.
Think about how personal this all is. These women are beating the hell out of each other, but there's a reason behind it. Absolute disdain, jealousy.
And I mean, Becky abandoned Charlotte during some tough times in her life. Her dad was sick. And imagine...
Oh, look at Becky. Manhandle slam.
Can it be? Will the reign continue?
But now can Becky Lynch make the most of this?
3, 4.
Producing a trampling.
Here's the setup. Lynch handing out a last kicking.
She continues to press forward. Big uppercut by Lynch. Becky now once again in control. Malicious intentions for Charlotte Flair. Becky Lynch setting up the ladder.
Yeah, on the announce table. Charlotte's prone. Becky trying to climb out of the top of the ladder.
I mean, this is the true definition of doing whatever it takes.
Oh my God! Leg drop through Charlotte through the announce table. And the announce table is imploded.
That's got to be the end.
Talk about putting it all on the line.
Charlotte can't get up from that.
I'm not sure Becky can either.
Like a high-speed car crash from the ladder through the table. Lynch is up to her feet miraculously. Charlotte Flair.
How is Charlotte standing?
Becky now driving Charlotte to the floor.
It almost seemed like Charlotte was begging Becky to give her some more.
Taunting her. Becky's ready to drop those haymakers onto Charlotte.
Becky now, she's got one of our chairs.
Everything's a go.
Look at this. Becky is burying Charlotte underneath the announce chairs.
That's one way to keep her down.
Becky stumbling back to the ring. Charlotte isn't moving.
More chairs?
Now the steel chairs.
Becky's lost her mind.
I mean, both these ladies have lost a little bit, Renee. Actually, a lot.
Charlotte Flair is trapped. She is buried. Becky Lynch looking on with anticipation. Isn't enough. Will Becky Lynch be the last woman standing? Oh my God, no!
Becky looks like she just saw a ghost.
The resurrection of the Queen. And Charlotte Flair's got the kendo stick.
My gosh!
And Charlotte now taking out all her anger and frustration on Becky Lynch.
Becky feeling the wrath of the Queen.
This is insane.
This is what I said about these women rising to the occasion in these pressure cooker moments. Emotions have been driving these two women.
I think it's safe to say neither woman will be the same after tonight. They must be suffering bumps and bruises that go all the way to the bone, deep to that muscle tissue.
Charlotte sure dodged that one. She did indeed. Ah, the reversal.
Another beginning of the end for Becky Lynch. Charlotte Flair has Lynch exactly where she wants her.
Both these ladies have pushed themselves to their absolute limits, and they are still going.
What could they possibly have left, Saxton? They've thrown literally everything at each other.
Now look at this. Okay, Becky is draped on the table. Charlotte is going or attempting to go back up to the top rope.
That's where Charlotte's comfortable. It's where she knows that's her wheelhouse.
And Becky's there to join her.
No. No way. No.
Oh my God, this could end your career. Oh my God, go to the table. You gotta be kidding me.
Absolutely unreal.
Becky barely hanging on. The official now counting. Charlotte's barely moved. Charlotte may be broken in half.
Charlotte barely stirring on the floor. Becky Lynch trying to regain her wits on the ringside.
I don't think Becky knows where she's at.
Man, if anyone gets up to their feet, I still don't know if anyone's home upstairs. They're done.
Can Charlotte make it to her fate? Can Charlotte beat the count? And she can't.
It's over. Becky's done it.
Here is your winner, and still the SmackDown Women's Champion, Becky Lynch. Man, that was a hard-fought battle. Becky Lynch deserves every accolade after that. She put Charlotte Flair through hell tonight.
It was physical. It was emotional. But it was well